Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Man in the Wild. Just, I was checking out YouTube's hate speech policy because I had another video taken on the sense of truth, giving me them two strikes. So I went on ahead and checked out the policy because it's like I know I'm not going out there, promoting anything that has anything to do with any type of hate. You know, I'm telling you to be at peace with yourself and all this shit. Get your knowledge up. Stay the fuck away from the protests. Take your heart away from dumb shit. But I don't talk about anything promoting violence, right? But then they come to this or hatred against individuals or groups, right? Hatred. Because as I go on my shit, I do have, a certain level of strong dislike when it comes to bullshit. So of course, the powers that be can construe it how they want. And so when you go through this list, all right, you go through this list, and it's just like, man, YouTube is simply the gatekeeper for the fuck shit. The gatekeeper for the fuck shit, because I mean, it's the biggest platform, for people to go ahead and say they piece and all that type of shit. But whenever it comes down to, because like how it says, they're victims of a major violent event in their kin. That's literally my what do you want to call it? My whole shit. When I come at the crisis actors, whenever they're giving interviews to family members and all that, the cry voice with the no tears, with that Johnson and Johnson shit. That's my whole shit. But at the same time, if it wasn't something there, a nigga wouldn't have nothing to say. So those last two though, man, them last two, because that cast one up top, man, that cast one up top, it kind of threw me off a little bit, because like, why the fuck is that even included? But whatever. The last two though, victims of a major violent event in their kin and veteran status. If this ain't like the psyops as they are, right? Having one of these major violent events, quote unquote victims and their kin, and motherfuckers that got the secret clearance that done been through the whole training process of, being able to promote this bullshit. The main one being, because the one that got me going all the way was the borderline dude, man, something Kelly. Man, I mean, the clown in this motherfucker that you could see. Like I said, and on one of the videos I got up, he's standing with the police while they doing their little police stand around shit, for the production. You want to sit here and talk about victims of a major violent event. Okay, so does this now protect mannequins' rights? Do mannequins now have rights and shit? These rubber torsos that motherfuckers is killing? Is that now a problem if I speak against that shit? Because what I say is simply an opinion. And the craziest thing about it is, the Constitution itself and all that shit that the government allegedly supposed to go by and all of that. I mean, shit, hate speech is protected behind that shit. I can say what the fuck I want to say. Literally. But they'll hit you with, nah, YouTube a private company, all this other shit. They can make up their own rules as far as that goes. So get the fuck out of here. They're a 100% government agency. Branch thereof. And so now you got these people, these motherfuckers here at YouTube saying it's a hate speech. Hate speech. if you speak against a victim of one of these major psyops that they give us. You know, I mean, that's complete bullshit, man. That's complete bullshit. So, you know, since I did get the strike and, you know, I was moving my files around, just kind of seeing, you know, what was what, you know, I just went to my, I don't know, call it my Hall of Fame, I guess. You know, everything that, you know, they got your boy hit with some shit. And I had three channels taken kind of quickly, because I ain't been doing it. I've been doing this less than 2 years. I've been doing it less than 2 years, and yeah, it's like it. I don't know. You go up, you go down, but sometimes, man, you don't feel like it just because it's so much that they do, and I mean, I only got so much mental space for certain shit. So yeah, this is what's been struck. These three right here. Hold on. Yeah, these first three right here, those are from my very first channel that got taken. And they made sure to, because I know a lot of people had them Parkland videos taken down damn near immediately. Because I had some taken down, I want to say, because I don't know if this is all of them. I'm trying to think, man, because I know that there was another Parkland shit that I had. Oh, it was part of that channel. That's what it was. It was part of that channel. I ain't re-uploaded. But yeah, that Parkland shit, man, they came at you hard for it. You know, they came at you hard for it. And each one of them shits, man, if you look at each one of these videos, you know, and if you've seen them, you know, you'll see that it's just simply looking at what they've given us, right, and breaking that shit down. You know, with an eye and a heart that is detached, you know, from anything that y'all motherfuckers has let, you know, try to lead me to, you know, getting to these conclusions that y'all want me to get to. Like, nah, I'm detached from that. You know, and you watch the shit for what it is and what it ain't. And the conclusions you come to is, yeah, they are indeed full of shit. You know, and the fact that it's YouTube's policy to protect against that shit. Right, to make sure somebody like me has a problem dealing with this, dealing with that. You know, that's like it's one of them ones to where, you know, if I do continue to do shit, you know, on a regular and all of that, you know, it's I don't know. It's almost like I'm just throwing nothing but Hail Marys and shit. You know, from the other side of the 50 though. You know, that shit gets to you, you know, because like I said, you know, all the work that you do, you know, can be just sit there, you know, taken away by the push of these dumbass buttons, you know, of people or bots or whoever the fuck it is that want to sit there and flag shit, flag this, flag that. I mean, it's like, damn, what are y'all really here for? All right, granted, I know the answer to that. Man, I've been dealing with this shit for a long time. But I'm just talking about the fact that they put this shit on paper as far as what they want you to read, right? This is what they want you to read and understand when it comes to hate speech is not allowed, right? Hate speech is not allowed. And I know for 100% certainty, with 100% certainty that YouTube and Facebook got some type of link, right? Because I had a Facebook video taken on some bullshit, and it was owned by somebody else, and it was on YouTube, and it was some bullshit. It was some complete bullshit. But anyways, I said that to say this. Facebook, there was it was a Muslim extremist group, you know, and a lot of us at the masjid, you know, people had told me about it and said, you know, hey, we got to go report them because they were spreading beheadings and they was promoting the worst shit possible in the name of Islam, right? And so we went on that motherfucker, started flagging everything, reporting this, you know, trying to get them to take this page down. Facebook come back and say, man, they ain't doing shit wrong. You know, everything is cool on our end type shit. You know, freedom of expression and all this other shit, but they ain't doing nothing. They ain't bothering nobody. Like, are you serious? You know, are you serious? You know, and then you just go into thinking about what they protect and what they allow to go. What they push, what they pump. You know, because I won't be surprised if my shit is gone because of one of them George Floyd shits. Because that was a fucking mannequin. First dude was real. First dude moving around, helping, all that shit. Yeah, he was real. You know, but when they cut scene and did whatever they did, they came back with a fucking mannequin. With arms that ain't supposed to bend the way they did. So now, again, speaking against something like that, you know, is a direct violation of hate, like it's hate speech. That's hate speech. You know, so like, man, anybody who does pay attention, man, like, just check them out just to see the pattern and how the pattern goes, it grows, develops, you know, and all of that, because that's where the answers lie. And whenever your mind is free of dumb shit, you know, you do get to make, you know, better decisions in your life. You know, you do get to see, you know, what's in front of you more clearly, you know, and able to move in that way, you know, if you use things for, you know, in the right way. You know, because that's all this shit really boils down to. You know, that's all it boils down to is freeing your mind, you know, from the bullshit ass magic spell that they got. You know, which is the same shit that they try and protect, because they need you to believe that these people are really victims. They need you to believe in the mama that's doing the cry voice with no tears. You know what I'm saying? They need you to believe Benjamin Crump when he comes in and starts talking about the victims and we're going to get the police need to stop, like all that shit. They need you to believe that shit. You know, because if you distance yourself from all that they teach you and try to get you pushed towards and all of that, you know, like I said, if you ain't did it, it's hard to explain. You know, because there really are certain blocks put into your brain as you're growing up and as you're learning this, learning that. You know, there really are blocks put on your brain. And actually distancing yourself from the things that cause these blocks and being aware of them, you know, removes them. And then once they're removed, it's like, man, like I said, it's a block that's been there, so you see shit like you've never seen it before. You know, and that's how that part goes. But they don't, I mean, as it stands, I mean, shit, they don't want you to benefit off of it. You know, and having it that this is the policy behind this shit does make a lot of this shit feel pointless sometimes. You know, but as you see, you know, I came on strong in the beginning, you know, when I first got started, just because like this shit really kind of was new to me. It was exciting, you know, because I had started fucking with Mad back, February of 18, you know, and I started my channels up in August of 18. You know, and I'm going hard, but then I start getting these channels taken, you know, videos gone, as you see, just video. Some of them was with no strike, but they would just take this, take that. You know, and it got to a point where it's like, man, you know, I'm just gonna fall back a little bit and do this, you know, here and there whenever I see this shit, because it's like putting all of that you got into this, you know, that you know, it's set up for you to be disappointed in the end. You know, which is kind of, you know, like it sound depressing, but it's like I said again, it's pathetic that they got to go through these links, you know what I'm saying, to hold somebody back from exposing what it is that they do. You know, it truly is. You know, so yeah, that's what it is, and it is what it is. And so like I said, I got them 2 strikes, man. They about to take channels, and I don't think I'm gonna start making new ones and start having backups and all the other shit. Like, it's gonna get to a point that, once the last strike occurs and all that shit, like, yeah, we just gonna close a chapter on that part of life. But yeah, I do appreciate, again, man, anybody who does fuck with me, because I mean, shit, I just don't like to see bullshit pass, being passed on the masses, and I know that y'all don't either. I know that y'all don't either. And it feels good that there's enough of y'all out there that do, have that same type of mind, because man, in the end, seeing all these people with masks on and stuff, and even had somebody ask me, oh, mask. So I'm at to take my daughter to the eye doctor, right? And they tell me I got to put a mask on to go in. And I was like, they said, do you have a mask? I said, nah, I don't own a mask. And they gonna say, they gonna reach in the box for one. I said, yeah, I don't wear masks. And he gonna say, well, you gotta have a medical condition that says that you don't have to wear a mask. And I said, I'm confused. I said, I don't have any medical conditions. That's why I don't wear a mask. And he said, no. If you have, the only way that you can do it, that you cannot wear a mask if you have a medical condition. I said, my medical condition is that I'm healthy and I don't need a mask. But nah, so how fucking dumb are we as people, behind this COVID shit, that the mask is supposed to protect anybody around from medical conditions and all this shit, right? A medical condition that's allegedly dropping motherfuckers left and right, giving you a daily death toll of the motherfucker, right? That's what it's supposed to protect you from. But if you have a medical condition that prevents you from wearing one, you cool. But being healthy isn't one of them. Like, yo, I'm done with y'all motherfuckers, man. After that, I said, nah, I'm good. She old enough, she can pick them shits out herself. Fuck out of here. That was some bullshit. The dumbest motherfucking explanation that you can give me about mask and no mask and medical conditions, man. But that's the world we live in, right? And that's the my target, for my disdain. Because yes, I do hate that shit, because it's some bullshit. But it's just funny that the place's policy, make sure that the odds are stacked against you when you hate bullshit and you try to talk about it. And life is funny that way. Life is funny that way. But yeah, as it stands, as it goes, man, YouTube, y'all never cease to amaze me. Y'all never really do. And I shouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, when shit does happen, punches kind of come in bunches. So this one right here, this one was a good one to the gut. But as certain shit goes, it's like, man, you on to something if they trying hard like this. So yeah, man, y'all be safe out there, man, and stay diligent with what you do and what you think, and if something is real, like I said, the shit can answer questions, all of them, with shit that makes sense, and the fact that they want to put this out there for us to, like, force feed us to believe, like, you won't force us to believe this shit. fucking mannequin getting strangled on the fucking street. The fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm gone. But yeah, you too, man. Y'all bullshit is confirmed on this hate speech shit, man. For real, y'all full of shit.